when I first played it, I literally just pushed straight through the main part of the game and won. And now I'm actually like taking some time and building stuff up. It's interesting.
See, yeah, I didn't. I don't think I've ever finished the game, but I've spent like 80 hours playing it.
Nice. All I did was got my dual wielding skill up, and then or like my one handed, got the dual wielding, and got the shout that essentially like gives you or I think it's called flurry, and like so you attack. So you attack really fast, heavy armor, so the freaking dragons couldn't even hurt me, and literally you can kill them in
like silver bronze. So I don't think I'm gonna invite you yet.
I'm silver.
That's a silver season 5.
Oh.
Oh. I was gold, but I mean, when
Actually,
you
we can have Keaton play if Michael's playing. Let's put you on different teams.
Dude, I took a 4-month hiatus, dude. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
That's fine.
Hey, Jiminy. I have to say something to him. God damn it, Rocket League game, hurry up.
Dude, all these people fucking being late.
God damn it, what an asshole. Oh, I love this community. Just makes you feel so welcome.
Alright, who hasn't accepted? Let's try inviting this person again. Invite this person again. Invite this person again. Invite this person again.
Oh, come on, game's gonna end, game's gonna end. Yes. Alright, we're good.
I'll put their names in orange.
Holy shit, they fucking won. Oh my god. Last second, that's bullshit. Don't like this game.
No chance. Rorik, over your league.
Fuck that game.
Dude, my bronze player is not showing up to League Academy.
Jiminy, why is your mic muted?
Noobner.
Oh, my mic was muted. Huh.
There you go. Now, what are you saying here? Go back to Rocket League. Over your league is coming.
Dude, you said you were. I thought I specifically remember you saying that like you hated League and you're never gonna play League again.
Well, I did, but then I realized that I could just play random games here and there, and I especially wanted to at least have the game installed for April Fools because I love Earth, and I was always going to come back for Earth.
Okay.
If they made Earth like just like a game mode that you could actually play all the time, that's all I'd play. Yeah.
The game is crazy when you play Earth and then go back to normal. The game feels so slow. You're like, oh, he's about to throw that skill shot at me.
It's good for learning to dodge skill shots, though.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, I still find. Let me see. Actually, I haven't even looked at how many hours of Rocket League I've clocked now.
Yo, hey, I have somebody to invite that's bronze.
Let me see if this other person's coming. Wait. Go ahead and invite them.
I have 213 hours of Rocket League played since like January 5th. When did I
check I'm gonna check my Rocket League hours. I've been playing the shit out of it.
When is Over Your League showing up?
He's in like a floor meeting thing because he's in the core, but I mean he can just do the next game.
Next game is probably like gonna be like gold and platinum.
Yeah, that's him. So
He's a gold and platinum?
he was plat last season. He just hasn't played in a long
Why did he
ass
sign
time.
up for bronze then?
Because is the account that he's been playing on is bronze.
Alright, well, he'll play in the next one. He's not playing in this one.
Wait, where is
He doesn't
everybody
want to.
else?
He doesn't want to admit that he's good. I keep telling him. Okay, I have 460 hours in Rocket League. We still need one more though.
Alright, who is going to be... I'll try inviting these guys again. Christopher... Oh, he's in here, isn't he? He is in here.
I have a question. Is Anarchist the person that I think he is?
What kind of question is that?
I don't even know what that means.
What? Read my mind.
No. The person that always blames his team when he loses?
No, you're thinking of someone else.
Okay. Trying to remember who that guy was. I think I took him off my friends list, so I don't know.
Isn't Anarchist Andrew?
No.
Ah.
His name's Christian, I think.
Ooh, why don't I just go to the TAMU League page? He probably posted something.
Wait, he's plat 5 right now?
Oh, he's plat 5. He climbed to plat.
Alright, well, we need someone to replace Bonsai. Fucking troll. Alright, so none of those guys showed up. So... Slaughter Coleman's in here. Baconator? Is Baconator in here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Baconator is in here. Fuck! Why can't these bronze players show up on time? We almost started on time.
It's 7:01. God, reported.
There might be a reason that they're still bronze.
That's what it is,
Show up
dude.
when
They
they
don't
need
show
it.
up on time.
They don't
Dude,
show
that
up
should
to
be
the
your
public
fir-
queue matches on time.
That should be your first
Not time.
note, is never
Show
where
up.
they're supposed to be.
Yeah, fucking exactly know where they're supposed to be. God.
Well, he might have graduated from A&M already.
Who is Cereal Box? Oh, Mitch from PAX. Dude, notes are the best thing ever.
Played with any of these? Let's see. Trying to decide which team I should be on.
Yeah,
still waiting.
Oh,
One other person.
Oh, I'm party leader. Fantastic.
I'm just gonna message everyone to do League Academy.
I was gonna say, do you
Yeah, I can talk.
Does nobody is nobody helping you cast today?
Nope. They have forsaken me.
Oh, Khalil's all alone.
Treacherous bastards.
Who else do we need?
That's gonna be very lonely casting then.
Invite Eggy, them non-12.
I was about to say, you should type that in the chat because I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah.
I got it.
Well, oh,
Alright. Here he is.
So
Okay, are these teams balanced?
it depends what Kukulati is, but
What elo are you doing right now?
bronze, silver,
Yeah, bronze, silver.
Oh, there's no room. Alright.
and meat and Keaton.
Wait, did you want to play? Who was talking?
Yeah.
Ajari?
Fucking silver.
Don't start. You and I are on the same page.
What the?
Keaton, you and I are on the same page. Mechanics, good. wanting to actually follow meta and do shit right, not so much.
I mean, I want to, but
It's just not as fun.
not as good.
The meta doesn't agree with you.
The first time like Keaton and I ever played against each other, he went Riven mid and I went Carbon.
Oh fuck! Don't even talk to me about that.
Okay, never mind. He wants to play. Ajari, I might be able to get you in the next game, maybe. Wait, Keaton, does the guy here, Shawnee, go to A&M?
No.
Does he mind if he doesn't play?
That's okay with me.
Alright, go ahead and kick him then. Alright, invite Ajari.
Okay.
Is it just some random bronze guy on your friends list?
No, he's a buddy of mine.
Okay.
Just random.
Invite Ajari, I
random
just put his
blondes.
name down.
I got it.
Buddy.
Alright, are these teams balanced?
I am best party leader.
Yes.
Like I said, depends what's Kukalati.
It depends.
She's playing support.
God.
If I'm playing her
Gold,
account, platinum. If she's playing her account and she's playing support, she could probably hit platinum playing support, but
Okay, that's what I figured.
she's really good at support. But you guys have a bronze 3 player, so I mean, I would probably honestly peg her around like gold 5. And that's not just because I'm dating her and I have to be nice. Alright.
I was wondering when that was going to come out.
Let's go to. I mean, she'll probably show Neil's bot lane. I mean, there's a secret to not get shit on bot lane against her.
Wait,
You
so
guys
what is
figure
our
it out.
respective
Congrats.
chats?
Team 1 is
one
in-house
goes
Team
Team
1. Team 2 in-house Team 2.
Okay. I don't even know who's.
No,
here.
but like we still have half the. This is team in-house team 2, so we
Yeah.
didn't have to leave.
Yeah, we don't have to
There-
go. We need what? They're very lonely over there.
I mean, I don't think we have that many people in here either. We have.
No, well, what? We've got what?
No, 4 of us. There's 4
Four
of
of
us.
us here.
And now there's 5.
5. There's all of us.
If we're
I
talking
would-
roles, as long I don't really want to go top, but I mean wherever
down
else is
to-
fine. I've been
I'm down to
climbing with
top.
support, but I'll still play wherever.
I would
can-
prefer mid.
I'll go anywhere.
I can top, mid, and I'm down to support as well.
I can
Somebody should do
mid, jungle. I can top lane Yasuo.
Khalil, fuck you.
Right, support Yasuo. Let's go. Just max win wall. In fact,
I
don't
can,
put
I can
any,
play a
any
mean
ability
jungle
points.
Ziggs.
Okay, if that's gonna happen, then I'll jungle. I don't even want to accept that reality.
Actually went positive the last time I did it. Went 9, 4, and 12.
The fact that you said you actually went positive is like really disconcerting.
Means he's got a large enough
It's
sample size to know that that's a real
Large
thing.
enough sample size to know that going positive not
Is a
very
good thing.
common.
I only did it once.
Alright. Fucking Kukulati and Jerts come to in-house Team 1. Walking Dead is on the GG. Says I don't have permission to join. The fuck? Be open to everyone. This is cancer.
This has been happening a lot, though. I've noticed.
Dude, I think Discord is secretly a piece of shit. It just wants to convince you that it's not. Jeffrey is on Team 1. Kurtzifer is on Team 1.
Wait, is that it?
5,
I
5,
think
yeah.
that's it.
Okay, you kids can start whenever. Can.
Okay, so who's going where again?
Doesn't matter, you guys.
Yeah,
Whoever
we
has a
can pick
preference, just
once
go
we get in
ahead.
there. Just call stuff when we get in there like normal.
I guess I'll just straight up say, I'll grab top unless somebody else wants it.
Alright, I'll take
Okay.
mid if that's cool.
Okay. Next person.
I don't care. I'm same with you. I don't care.
Fuck.
Oh,
Alright,
wait,
then start.
jungle, AD carry, support.
We'll hit random and then whatever champion we get,
Alright.
we'll
Well,
go with
no,
one
but
of
it's
those
not.
roles.
We're not like hitting fail or anything. Like,
All
you
right.
just
Okay.
choose.
Just hit start.
Okay. I'll start. Jeez.
Fine. Maybe walk.
Yeah, I
around.
went Thresh I went Thresh and we won 2 games in a row. I was like,
I
easy
can
life.
Alright,
I
Ben.
can mid, I can jungle, and I can top Yasuo.
Alright, go mid.
Alright, I'll play mid. Give me Victor.
Bans.
You should ban Malphite here.
Clear, aren't you supposed to be casting?
Oh, I am. I'm tired of seeing awful bans when I see the pick ban face, and I'm just gonna tell people what to ban.
Unless you feel like fighting Nasus top, you might
Oh,
want to
good
ban.
ban, good ban.
Tells people what to do.
So Master Yi is pretty toxic. What else is pretty toxic?
Yeah, he is.
Fiora. It's not.
Fiora I don't think is worth a ban. Fiora's really
What
not
about
the
Nautilus?
Raka.
Nautilus, not really bad. Raka's an okay ban. Udyr is a definite ban. I mean, I do seriously ban Master Yi though.
Do you really over Xinjiao?
Yeah, I think Jin Zhao is decent, but Master Yi he's a different level of toxic.
All right.
You can ban Jin Zhao though. He's not a bad ban. Fix the stream, dog. What's wrong with the stream? Oh.
All right. I guess we just vote then. Who votes for Xinjiao over Master Yi ban?
Let's just flip a coin and surprise us.
All right.
Agree.
Master Yi it is.
Gonna play Sona. Alright, I'm gonna play Jin.
Oh, I've never
Nice.
seen him.
Dude, he's so fun.
Gonna be a problem. I have no idea what he does.
You just do you. I'm good.
Fiora?
Yeah. I mean,
Yours sucks.
Pull it now.
I mean,
Chloe, what are you doing? Why are you in these
Fiora? Is that?
He's
I
trying
gotta-
to entertain himself. He's got to do some.
One, I'm entertaining myself. Two, I don't like seeing bad bans. But I mean, I guess Fiora is fine.
What should we have been?
No, your bans are fine.
Soraka,
Kog'Maw's good.
obviously.
Zed is good. Soraka would have been a much better ban than Fiora, in my opinion.
like that.
Fiora is a walking trash can. Also, I just lost to a
Oh, wait,
Volibear,
so
so
I'm-
I'm triggered by this first pick. I'm actually tilted.
I know. I watched that game.
All right,
That
so
hurt.
I'm support. I'm support, right?
Yeah, if you want, I really don't care.
You're
G-Dubs, are you
support.
good at AD carry?
Hey,
Okay, I feel I'm all right. I feel like I played
Jimmy,
against you.
flip a
and
coin
won
if you got
better.
one next to you.
Okay.
Feel like I've
goodness,
always
we have
played
30
against
Heads, I
you.
play
seconds.
Heads, I
Shit,
play
it don't matter.
support. Heads, I play
Baconator is at least
support.
top, so pick your top shit.
What do you want?
Okay,
I can
heads.
go.
I play support. Let's go.
Okay,
Alright.
coin's broken.
Wait, Khalil.
What's up?
So after
what
your
I would've played
Triforce,
too.
what were you gonna build?
After the Triforce,
Oh,
Phantom
you built-
Dancer.
Did you do Triforce, Phantom Dancer? Is that what's your regular build path now? Is that it?
Triforce,
What do
Phantom
you do?
Dancer, Bloodthirster. And then
I guess I play
the
Thresh
game's
again.
usually over by a 4th item. But if I had to build a 4th item, sometimes it's Maw, sometimes it's
You still go
Eric's.
Warlord's Bloodlust?
no, Grasp the Undying is significantly better.
Should always rush Duskblade of Drakthar.
If you build
Please stop.
Blade of Drakthar, you better be bringing
Stop
some
triggering him.
new age shit. Like, you better be like this. It better be like Nocturne, Duskblade of Drakthar, and just like blow my mind.
Oh, good. Over your league is here.
You can play in the second game.
Yeah, I'm telling him. Gotta let him down slow. I would have taken Blitzcrank, but they picked Volibear first, and I don't want to grab a bear. That's nasty.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason why I picked Darius is because
Oh, is that the
Is that
young
not-
Twisted Fate?
You not go double-edged sword anymore?
I
Ooh,
do.
Sona.
Oh, I guess.
Oh,
Fuck.
got the Yasuo coming
Oh
out.
my
You know what?
gosh.
My asshole isn't ready for Khalil to criticize our game that hard.
Ready for it.
Well, the problem is we have a lot of AD now, so we need either an AP jungle or an AP mid.
I got you on the AP jungle.
Oh shit.
AP Lee Sin, boys.
The
Why
Winergy
did you
coming
say
out.
that so
Picked his last
Do
game.
not play. You got. I don't. Tristana isn't that great of an AD carry if you don't.
Yeah, she's not right now.
I refuse to go Elise.
Tristana's fine. You don't have to go AP. I mean, we'll be fine unless you really need me to play an AP.
Problem is, like for Tristana, like we just need you need to get very late.
Oh, Tristana's not a very good champion right now.
If you wait, can you play Thresh?
Ezreal's a much better pick.
Ezreal's fine.
Much better pick.
Tristana's
probably the second worst AD carry in the game right now.
Next to Sivir.
Next to Sivir.
Or Urgot.
Dude, Urgot.
I don't know.
Oh shit, the insta-lock Jhin.
Urgot's fine in a solo lane, but when he's like 80 carry,
yeah,
he's not. He doesn't get enough gold to become tanky fast enough. So he like sucks.
Jhin is such a
basically.
shit champion.
No, I don't want to run. I'll go during EST. I'll take it.
If I can just get on Jhin while he's ulting, then we're fine.
Oh, the young Groggy. Alright, I'm out. Good luck, have fun.
Bye. Several TP or...
Alright, stream. I'm actually looking at chat now. If anyone's even watching stream, honestly, I don't even know. Let's see. Viewer list currently unavailable. Good shit. Good. Alright, so from a comp perspective, I like Purple Team's comp significantly more. Like, significantly more. They have really strong laners. Their top and their mid are pretty strong. Especially Yasuo and a Twisted Fate. That's a really good matchup for Yasuo. Ezreal into Thresh, or Ezreal Thresh into Jhin Sona, also much stronger. Sona can be really oppressive when she's paired with an AD carry like Ezreal, or I don't know, someone with more early game pressure. I mean, so Jhin has decent early game pressure. Problem is that Jhin gets ganked really easily. Also, he doesn't have much in the way of mobility if he gets thresh hooked. With the Gragas, that's going to be even more issues because he can get displaced really easily. Like, get thrown into the middle of a team fight and he'll just straight up die. Ezreal has a lot more mobility. He has pretty good all-in potential. He scales really fucking well. I mean, Jhin scales decently, but the problem with blue team is they're lacking in sustained damage department outside of Tryndamere, and Tryndamere doesn't get to AFK auto attack anybody. Technically, he should be able to outplay Darius' ult pretty easily, but I mean, you have to really understand how much damage Darius' ult does at each stage of the game, and I don't know if Kurtzifer is going to be able to do that. The elo is pretty similar. Actually, there's an elo mismatch a bit. The mids are pretty balanced, so I'm glad that worked out. I should have told them they both had to mid. Jungle, I actually don't remember these guys' elos off the top of my head, but the jungle matchup, so I think Gragas and Volibear are both not tremendously great junglers right now. They're both kind of meh. Their clears are okay. Runic Echoes can make any jungler decent, even though they're not very good. Gragas also doesn't have a lot of early game pressure like he used to. His ganks are okay. He's gone through a lot of revisions and nerfs and buffs, and it's hard to even gauge where the champion is right now, but I think he's in an okay spot. I wouldn't say it's a highly contested pick. The only reason I think it works out is because they have a Yasuo mid. So it gives them an extra displacement. Every person on purple team can displace for Yasuo except for Ezreal. For blue team, Volibear's clear is decent. He's really tanky. I think Volibear's probably a little underrated. I wouldn't say he's like a super competitive pick, but I think he's a good pick nonetheless. Twisted Fate is gonna have if Yasuo doesn't so you'll see the similar thing that happened in my game. If Yasuo doesn't pressure Twisted Fate's just gonna run around the map level 6. But the other issue is that in order for Yasuo to pressure Twisted Fate, he has to not get ganked by Volibear. So in that game I was playing, that was the big issue, is that I wanted to pressure Twisted Fate early, but the threat of a Volibear gank, like gold card into Volibear toss, or like Volibear toss into gold card, because then you can't win wallet, it just completely fucks you, and you'll 100% die to a gank. Let's see, who's the counter of Yasuo? Counter for Yasuo. Akali is probably the best counter hands down, and he's extremely good against Yasuo. Zed's a skill matchup against Yasuo. He actually dumps on pretty much every other lane. Victor, it's a skill matchup for sure. Victor still has the potential to burst Yasuo pretty late into the entering mid game. Like once Victor gets Chaos Storm, he can definitely burst Yasuo. Like Yasuo just jumps on him, and yet Victor just hits all of his abilities, kills Yasuo. What lane am I? The Tryndamere Darius matchup. I don't know how that works out, but I feel like Darius is going to win that. I don't know for sure, but I feel like Darius's early game sustain and flat out base damage is better against Darius. I mean, people will be like, "Oh, Tryndamere can ult Darius' ult." Well, that's true at level 6. I think early game Tryndamere is gonna have a little bit of trouble. Spoke about jungle, so I got mid, so I got top. I don't know, the bot lane, I feel like the bot lane can be really one-sided. Like, if this Jhin gets to... If Sona and Jhin push the lane up against Ezreal Thresh, they will definitely out-pressure them, because Jin's base damage is insane. And he has, like, his kit is alright for clearing waves and, like, trading. The issue is if they're in an all-in situation, I think Thresh Ezreal is definitely going to beat them. They just need to rely on Sona, poke, and sustain to win them the lane. But that's going to be hard with the mobility of Ezreal and the all-in potential from Thresh. Oh, do you want to know who wins Azir Yasuo? That's also a skill matchup. So like you can make the argument that Yasuo can easily outmaneuver Azir's soldiers, and while that's true to a certain degree, there's also the issue that Azir can choose to just push the wave, and Yasuo can't do that much about it. Also, when Yasuo's trying to CS in melee range and Azir's hard pushing the wave and has wave advantage, Yasuo has a really hard time responding to Azir. It really comes down to how well you control the wave. That has a lot to do with it. That's actually a really big deal. And like Yasuo players that aren't super experienced, like that are average, I'd say, will get punished really hard by an Azir. Also, Azir is really good at keeping Yasuo off of him. So in team fights, especially if it's in a jungle, Yasuo will just completely get dumpstered by Azir because the consistent damage coming out of Azir and the fact that Yasuo gets zoned by the wall. And yeah, Tryndamere definitely will win as he scales. The issue is that he has to not get dumpstered beforehand. And I mean, I don't mean to like be mean with respect to Elos, but I don't know how much understanding of the lane matchup that Kurtzfer has since he is Bronze 3. I mean, he might be a good laner and just make bad mid to late game decisions, I don't know. But I feel like if you don't understand the matchup very well, you would have a really hard time. I mean, also Baconator has to be well-rounded enough to punish Kurtzfer. I don't know how much big of a difference there is between Bronze 3 and Silver 4. But I mean, there's gonna be a lot of mistakes all around, so I'll see what I can find. I don't know how much of their lane matchups they're aware of, and like when they should fight, when they shouldn't. I guess the young refillable pod strat. I actually don't know when you should go refillable potion. I think if you like do one, you could do like 2 camps and then back and buy Hunter's potion on someone like Gragas. I used to do that in Italy, but then it turns out Nidalee can just full clear a jungle, which is 2 refillable potions, which is retarded. But I think on Gragas it's fine. You should probably just do 2 camps and back. I don't know how healthy he is on a clear. What did Darius start, actually? There you go, yeah, he should definitely be poking like that. Like, Darius should have such a commanding lead this early. Like, holy hell. The trades are gonna get real rough once he gets apprehend. Baconator are doing a really good job of taking advantage of his early game. Really good job. I mean, part of the issue now, though, is that his wave is going to be frozen pretty close to Trinimir's turret, so he's easily ganked. This mid lane matchup is mostly even, so like as Yasuo, you usually want to try and space out your potions as much as space out your trades as much as possible early on. Because the other laners can have 2 potions, you have 1. You want to utilize your passive a lot better. And avoid taking early damage. Oh, is this Rip? Is this Rip? It's Rip. Rest in peace. That's something you have to be really cognizant about is, Trinimir and Darius. Yes, so Yasuo is probably going to have to back off that. It's really dangerous to stay if he doesn't, and that's part of the sustain issue. Like you can't go too ham as Yasuo early on. You have to really make use of the Graspy Undying procs, and your lifesteal from Doran's Blade. Otherwise, you just like don't have enough health potions to stay in lane against the other guy. Like they're both out of health potions, but Twisted Fate's much healthier than Yasuo. I mean, at the same time, Yasuo can make his health go a lot further, mitigating the damage from Fate. What Christopher wants to do here is, like, he needs to not be aggressive at all, actually. He should not even enter melee range of Darius. He should not enter apprehend range from Darius, because he's just going to get bursted down. Very good dodge, and he's just going to go really aggro on Ezreal. That's really good. Good not to get greedy either, because that minion wave would have fucked him up. Blue team's bot lane is really dominant. Like Gragas is coming down to release some of that pressure though. Blue team has no wards for their bot lane though, so that could be really dangerous. Good on Sona to pressure Ezreal like that. They could actually turn that. Yeah, because Gragas is way out of position. Holy shit. They don't have to leave lane even though they're down flashes. Ezreal used heal. Didn't blue both summoners. I have exhaust on both sides. Yeah, Yasuo's getting pretty low. I mean, he actually has kill pressure. We know he doesn't have ignite. Never mind. Good on Darius to try and stop Volibear from taking red, but I think it's gonna make a difference. Actually, might kill him. You don't want to trade with Darius when he has his passive up like that. They might be able to kill him. That's really risky. I think I would just kill both of them. Yeah. That bleed's gonna kill him. Yep. That's gonna be a huge problem for blue team. That's gonna be a huge problem for blue team. At least our bot lane's ahead. If I were this Gragas, I would just go bot again. Like, he knows he has Jhin Slash, it's an easy kill, he has no escape. Also going Zeal first, I would definitely go Phage first on Yasuo. Zeal just gives you so little combat stats. Oh, is this Rip, Jhin? Jeff getting bold. Oh, regrets. If that landed, he could have killed. Gragas needs to farm some more. Trinimir getting brave. I don't think he should be that brave, friend. You're gonna get pulled back in and ulted later. Oh. 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 This is a little bold by Darius. Okay, so Trinimir really needs to back. This is needlessly brave. We have Moonwall? Yeah. Oh, good ult. Oh, that feels bad, man. Not bad. Oh, that damage, dude. That chain proc. Dirty. If Yasuo had actually eat Twisted Fate instead of Polar Bear, he would have gotten the kill. Like, I say Yasuo beats CF pretty handily, and while that's true, like, it's very easy to fall behind Twisted Fate as Yasuo. Like, if you just don't pressure him enough, or if you take too many bad trades, which is really easy to do, you have to respect pick a card. Oh, rip. Oh, yeah, Israel's no mana. They should definitely poke them out. He can pick up a kill here if he's aggressive enough. Yeah. That damage. Jesus. That was actually a really good Sun ult. I was wondering, I thought that was excessive, but then I realized it Dash saw a slash, so that was a really good Sun ult. The layer on top of the Jin W. Maybe really needs some more items before he starts getting too handsy with Darius. Yeah. Oh, too aggressive. Too aggressive, my son. Don't go back in. Oh, sick snipe. I might want to be a little careful. How aggressive they're getting. Pretty low. We're about to rotate on this. I think Darius should really just come down from top lane and start applying pressure to some other lanes. Like, he's got 3 kills, he's up double the CS. There's only so much you can get from zoning someone off waves. Like, I mean, it's really good, really strong, but at the same time, arguably you could be exerting more pressure by helping somewhere else. That needs to just get Gragas up here, kill this Tryndamere, and take turret, and then rotate. That would be ideal. Tryndamere has pretty good use of his heal, though, to stop himself from getting pressured too hard by Darius. TF should really be trying to... Actually, I don't know. Very good Sun ult, holy shit. Oh. Good cancel. Yasuo. Flash, I think that would actually be fatal. Oh no, don't! Rip. Oh, they lived. Oh, he should have taken the lantern! Who else did he kill? How did he kill Ezreal? Oh, I don't know how he killed Ezreal. Twisted Fate making map movements, man. Darius is a little too bold with that turret. And by a little too bold, I mean way too bold. The gold's actually even, surprisingly. All blue team's gold is on Twisted Fate, though. A decent chunk of it's on Darius for red team. But I think Jin has a decent lead over Ezreal. Yeah, 300 gold. Ports are fairly even. Thresh actually slightly ahead, surprisingly. $96 from... Oh, that's what it is. Oh, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Twisted Fate. Might be a rip, yeah, so... Oh. Thresh supporting the map. So, blue team needs to work on its vision control. The wardage is lacking. Especially considering 3 of them still have yellow trinkets. Oh, the old static shit build on Yasuo. Now I know why you built Zeal first. Twisted Fate should really just be pushing mid in right now. If they're gonna commit that many resources to bot lane. It looks like they're trying to dive. And bot lane should back off. Because the 3 of them I don't think will prevent a dive. Yeah, Twisted Fate really needed to just push bot lane. That's not ult. It gets down ult. I don't think it's gonna matter. Looks like Twisted Fate's gonna die too. That was a really good push by red team. Knowing that they could stop blue team from stopping their siege. Or rather knowing that blue team couldn't stop their siege. They didn't get 2 turrets off that for free. That was a huge gold lead swing, holy shit. Yeah, Twisted Fate really should have just shoved mid down, and bot lane should have respected red team's ability to siege like that, and just backed off. Also, I don't know how I feel about teleporting back to lane. You really shouldn't do that, unless it's like teleporting from bot to top to stop a turret from going down. That was a magical hook, dude. That's a dead Twisted Fate. Jin with the IE first. I am really nervous for blue team's team fight. I don't think it's very strong. I mean, because it isn't very strong. A good pick. I don't think the heal was necessary. Since 2 people had gotten hit by True Shot Brock. Oh, good fucking. Oh, nice. Oh, that's a dead volley. Ganked by, Fate. Shin should be very careful. Yasuo's very good against Shin. I don't think Trinimir's getting away. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow! That's depressing. Jin W is really good. The team should really shove down mid now. I guess one redeeming quality about Blue Team is they do have a lot of. They have a decent amount of CC. Holy shit, that static shield way clear. Oh, sick ult, dude. Rest in peace. This is dead TF. Good ult. Yeah. Oh. Oh, rip, Ezreon. He died for Yasuo's sins. Red Team still only has a 4K gold lead after all that shit that went down. I think Twisted Fate needs to play to his comp a little better. The other issue is that they don't really have any disengage against the Gragas ult, so being under turret like that, they don't have a response. Like, while Red Team does have a lot of AD damage, it doesn't do them much good because their team doesn't really have that many people that can stack armor like Volibear can. Volibear's a little behind. They need to be finding a way to... Oh, Tryndamere. Kill him, Tryndamere. I don't know that Tryndamere can win that. He won't be able to stick to Yasuo is the problem. Oh, that was actually really well played. In a situation like that on Tryndamere, you want to just fight once you get to that point, because there's no way he was getting away. Rest in peace, Twisted Fate. So a lot of the snowballing that ended up happening is that blue team was really lacking in vision control and red team did that rotation down the bot lane. Like if blue team's vision had been a little bit better, they might have been able to respond to that easier. Also, Twisted Fate's decision making is a little questionable. Get back in. Getting back in the game for blue team is really hard. They need to set up picks because they can't really team fight red team. They need red team to make a lot of mistakes. And so like Ezreal right now, that is a huge mistake for red team. Like Twisted Fate should really just ult in on that, but he needs someone to support him when he does it. Bear can just manhandle him. They really should have punished Ezreal there. Like, that's the kind of stuff that blue team needs to win. Red team shouldn't be doing stuff like this. They should really just be grouping. I mean, like, what is blue team going to do against them? Oh, that's a dead Twisted Fate. Kidding. Oh, that was a great sound ult, but there's going to be no follow-up. Feels bad, man. Oh, and Jin's dead too. I think this game is probably over. Oh, feels bad, man. Yeah, red team's team fight comp is just way stronger. Blue team needed to take the pressure that TF had on mid and just like win all the lanes with it. But since they didn't, like, there's no way that they can beat red team in a team fight ever. If you play comp like that, you're gonna have to you have to play around it. Looks like red team's pressuring Baron. I honestly think they should just group and get top inhibitor turret. Like, blue team can't do anything about it. Team's too big. So much damage. Young Jin. Yeah, Twisted Fate also shouldn't be there. Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah, so this should be the game. DM ult into the Nexus. Oh, and they actually kill one of them. Oh man. Alright. Some quick comments. And go to game 2. Oh man. Dude, Michael, you had the tools to carry your team to the promised land. Like, the ball was in your court. I mean, honestly, whenever you had that really big lead over Yasuo, you probably should just ulted bot a bunch, because their bot was actually pretty far ahead early game, and like they were doing really well.
Dude, I was so salty at that freaking mid lane fight against Volley and you. I got the two-man ulti, and my jungler was there, and we still fucking died. I was like, no, it was so close.
Yeah, that's what I get for not playing for 4 months.
Rip.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the mainly decision-making thing. I think you probably know what you did. And also, when they 4-man bot should have just backed off and respected the fact that they had no wave clear against that and had TF push mid.
I should just push.
Yeah,
that's what I should.
I mean, even in that situation,
said that right after I died.
Yeah, even when in the situation where you don't know where all of them are, you can just use your ult to get vision.
Yeah.
Did you leave?
What's it called? And then for top lane, I think top lane would. I mean, as the match went on, you did a lot better. I think early on you should have respected the Darius damage a little bit more. I know it's hard. I mean, really, you can't even be in melee range of Darius, like within apprehend range, because they'll just out trade you early on. Like once you get ultimate, it's a little different. But early on, you definitely have to respect his damage. And so what ended up being a problem is that if I were a Volibear, I would have just camped mid. Like whenever Yasuo goes into trade on Twisted Fate, he has to go pretty deep into the lane. You just gold card or he doesn't have to gold card like because of Winnemore. You can just have Volibear walk up, grab Yasuo, throw him, then gold card, and like it's a free kill pretty much every time. Especially since Yasuo doesn't have like a defensive or offensive summoner for a second summoner spell. He just a splash. I would have just kept going mid after that. I mean, with that big of a lead in your mid lane, you really need to have it snowball other lanes, because you guys were never going to beat Red Team in a team fight, ever in a million years. You guys just didn't have the tools to deal with it. Jhin is really susceptible to displacements, and Red Team has like 3 or 4.
Michael.
You just, like, that's a lot of pressure to be under. Yeah. And so then Tryndamere wants to split push, but then at the same time you guys don't really have disengage outside of Stone Ultimate. So, like, when you have a comp like that, you pretty much are resigned to having to win the early game, and then just, like, winning the game off of mid-game pressure from your early game snowball. Yasuo, Keaton, whenever you're trading and lane, you want to space your trades out more so you're making better use of Grasp, and also your passive more. Because, I mean, early on in the lane, whenever Twisted Fate is sitting on 2 health potions and you have 1, if you both have to pop potions at the same time, he's probably gonna like outlast you in lane, and that ended up being a lot of. I mean, obviously that botch 2v2 ended up being. Actually, in that 2v2, if he would eat Twisted Fate instead of Volibear, you would have killed him. But yeah, I mean, it was a small mistake. But then the precursor to that is if you didn't get that low to begin with, you guys would have absolutely won the team fight, and that's just being able to space out your trades more between your passive and just life stealing to get your health back. Because I mean, Twisted Fate has 2 health potions, yeah, but the more you space out the trades and make his damage not do anything when you're trading, like, and also respect pick a card a lot more. That's if he has pick a card, he can actually out trade you when you jump on him if he's in minions. Michael knows that he should have really snowballed another lane.
Yeah.
Jungle, you both had like a pretty equal start, but I mean, between the 2v2s mid, if Volibear, I probably would have, even though you guys like, I mean, because you guys did win those 2v2s early. I'm backwards. You guys were winning those 2v2s early. I think you should have just like kept pressure in the lane against Yasuo and just let Twisted Fate win the game for you. You should have just had him go ult bot lane and you just kept ganking mid. Until like level 6, they weren't really able to do anything about it, and even then, they weren't winning the trades until Michael started dying randomly. So,
Yeah.
and then when your bot lane is also, like your bot lane was fine, it didn't have that much kill pressure outside of, like, I mean, honestly, with Volibear toss and basic attacks with Jin W, it was decent. But, I mean, you don't have a super ton, a lot of kill pressure bot lane, so I think most of your pressure would have been better focused mid. I think it was good that you didn't spend too much time top, although the one time you did gank top was when they did that 4-man bot rotation, and that's something you really got to look out for, and blue team as a whole, you guys need to work on your vision. Like, you couldn't see anything on blue side, and that's probably why you guys are getting rotated on so hard. I mean, even, like, support could have avoided more, but at the same time, you guys had, I think, 3 slight trinkets, and, like, there were no wards on the map. That's something you definitely got to work on. Jin, ballsy. Very ballsy pick. You guys, I mean, you did the laning phase really well, but, I mean, going into team fights, like I said, there's not much you can do about it. When you pick Jin into a comp with that many displacements and a Yasuo, like, you're just going to die a lot. I don't think your position was particularly bad. I just think that your comp didn't really favor Jin. I mean, you're also cognizant of needing to cancel your ultimate when you needed to. For red side, whenever you're in bot lane, when you guys are going into comp like Sona Jin, you guys are better at all-inning, like much better at all-inning. So you need to make sure that the lane doesn't push toward you so much as it did. I mean, like Jin has decent pushing power with his Q, scaling with each minion it hits. But if you guys don't have the wave pushing against you, there's going to be less hooks that you land, less mystic shots that you land, and it's harder to all-in them because you have that minion wave pushing there. Sona's just going to keep poking you, which had a lot of pressure on you guys early on. But I think you guys transitioned into mid game pretty well. I also think your mid lane like helped you guys significantly in that respect. Darius, pretty fucking good job all around. It's hard to say or to give. I mean, one thing that I would do is like when you were 3-0, I honestly would have just had you go mid and just like kill Twisted Fate.
Yeah.
But, like you were zoning off Tryndamere off the wave pretty well. But I mean, at a certain point, your pressure is better off exerted elsewhere. Like, or you should have just told Volibear, or not Volibear, you should have just told Gragas, hey, come top, killed Tryndamere, and then just taken the turret and then pressured mid lane. But I mean, it worked out because you guys had that huge. I mean, that 4-man push bot lane essentially won the game. Like that swung the gold lead by like 4K, and at that point, blue team couldn't possibly hope to team fight you guys. What blue team needed to do to get back into that game is that they needed to be able to get a pick. Like when Ezreal was pushing bot lane by himself, like inhibitor to it for literally no reason, they should have just straight up TF ulted him, killed him. That's what should have happened there. And like also Ezreal, side note, don't push like that. I mean, your Ezreal, you have a lot of escapes, but against a team with a TF, like that, a TF that was more like I guess map aware, like that would have been a huge swing in blue team's favor. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this game ended up revolving around mid lane, actually. So, it could have been avoided though if blue team, like, I think, warded a little bit more effectively and just played to the strengths of their comp. So if you guys know that you're never going to win a team fight, you should be focusing entirely on getting picks, having better vision control than the other team, and really abusing the fact that, like, when Yasuo buys Zeal first item, that's such a bad first item buy on any champion. Like, it doesn't give him much power. He's, like, barely any stronger than he was with just one Doran's blade, and that's something you have to abuse. Like you have to abuse your power spikes a little more. But yeah, I think all in all, you guys played pretty well. I think that at the end of the day, like you guys, that rotation, like that just gives you an idea of how one small thing can completely snowball the game out of your favor. Because that 4-man push bot lane just killed you guys. But yeah, does anyone have any specific questions? I'm gonna make them a little brief because I gotta start the next game. What's up?
You got your homework or me?
With the Runic Echo start on Gragas, what do you recommend on ganking early? That was kind of. I haven't done it much this season because I used to build him tank when Cinder Hulk first came out.
Honestly, see, I think Gragas is in an okay spot. I mean, I don't really see Gragas jungle that much. I think he's
It's
decent.
coming meta. Meteos is
coming meta.
It just started coming back with the change to his W and the runic echoes.
How was his clear early on? I mean, if your clear is fine, if your clear is good, you can go ahead and like gank and apply early pressure. It mainly depends on if your lanes have kill pressure or not. So like against Twisted Fate, you guys are like Yasuo, Gragas with double knockup. You guys are pretty decent at killing Twisted Fate early. So in a situation like that, applying early pressure is completely fine. But if you know that you're gonna outscale the other jungler. Which in this case, I think since, I mean, the only time that you want to like focus heavy on farming is if you know you're going to outscale, or you know that you're just straight up better at clearing than the other jungler. I don't know how well Volibear clears relative to Gragas, but it seems like you were having an easier time going through camps. And like, if you know that you scale, just power farming is fine. Like, you should always be constantly farming your jungle, and only ganking when like someone really mispositions. So I think your gank timing was decent. I also think you counter ganked pretty well. But just pay attention to where your power spikes are. So like level 3, good time to gank on Gragas. Level 6, great time to gank on Gragas. With Yasuo especially level 6, and just focus on your lanes that you know have kill pressure at those times. Like the only time I would have ever ganked top lane really was early on, because Tryndamere has like one escape, and like Darius can just pull him back in, that kind of thing. But I think focusing mid, like level 6, was definitely the right call. Honestly, you could have ganked bot lane a lot more too, because that's the thing that I was talking about. During the game I was watching you should have ganked bot lane a lot more, because, I mean, granted you guys lost that exchange early on, but when you know Jhin has no flash, Jhin is just dead. He has no, and then his support can't even help him in that situation. You just keep killing him over and over again. So, I mean, that's one thing I work on. But I guess with relative to your original question, gank if you know that you have kill pressure in certain lanes, otherwise it's fine to power farm since you know that you scale. I mean, but with the runic echoes, do you build Sheen into that? Or is it the 850 golem?
It's Aether Wisp and a tome.
A lot of times, if you go runic echoes, you build frozen, whatever called Iceborne Gauntlet, and then you go like Abyssal or something. Usually, if you go full tank, you just go Cinder Hulk first.
Well, I went with the.
But it's pretty flexible though. So.
Yeah, well, I ran to in second item because they had 2 heavy crit champions, Jhin and Trend.
Yep.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad decision at all. You played pretty well. I would make sure that if you tried, because like you went mid a lot, but I think that you had a lot more kill pressure bot lane. Like Thresh Ezreal, lots of kill pressure there, and Jhin has no way to get out of it. Sona's also super squishy, but I think that choosing to rotate with Yasuo was also the correct decision. You might the game might be completely different if you played against someone that, like, say, like a Lee Sin, then you might someone that applied a lot of early game pressure, like in Italy. I think the game outcome would be a little different. But and again, matchup against like Volibear, you can farm pretty safely without worrying too hard about getting super outscaled.
Hey, so never mind, you can go.
As far as playing Twisted Fate mid, I mean, I pretty much. Do you think it would have been better for me going tri-card first? Because I maxed out pick a card first.
Oh, Jesus. Pretty much always max Q first. Holy hell, I was wondering why you didn't.
I was wondering why I was being stunned for so long early.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Okay. And then, is it still normal to go Lichbane first?
You can go Lichbane or Roa. Roa works as well in like versus assassins.
Okay.
Yeah. Roa's really. Roa's also super gold efficient. The thing is, when you're playing Twisted Fate, the idea is that you just want to hit level 6 with even farm, and you generally you win the lane because you can just like pressure bot lane. But I think when you hit 6, you had such a huge big kill lead, like you didn't feel the need to run bot lane, but you really should have.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Yeah, like that would have completely swung the game, I think.
Yeah, that. I was wondering because like I was trying to outtrade.
Yeah, you were focusing way too hard on outtrading him.
But every time I would do a pick a card and it would hit his shield, I'd be like a sitting duck because my tri card didn't do shit.
Yeah. Like you're
good times.
Yeah, so you should really try to pop it with like an auto. Obviously, you can't always do it, but I mean, at the very least, if you hadn't max pick a card and you would just gold carded him and then that pop passive and then you queued him, like you wouldn't lose the trades as badly.
Gotcha. Well, remember that next time I play him.
Yeah, I mean, you
Not
played
to
the early lane really
try
well, but maxing pick a card, that's an egregious mistake.
Still worked out somehow. I don't know how, but it did. Didn't work out in the long run. I won the battle, just not the war. Anyway.
Yes. So I have a question. So Darius, of course. I'm Darius. So after. Hello. So after I got my 3 kills, I got the top tower, and then after that, I went mid. And of course I was, of course, because I had the kills, but I had the problem of what should I have done? Because when Trin kept split pushing top, and so like he shoved it. He got the top tower while I was mid, and then shoved it into tier 2. Would it be better for me to, simply because I could 1v1 Trin? Would it be better for me to simply shove him in deeper, or would have been was it better for me just to go mid? And
so usually when you're in a situation like that, you want to shove the lane to their inner turret, and then you want to roam. So so it's best to group with, when you have an advantage like that, you really want to group with your team, but in order to do that, you need to shove them to their turret and force them to deal with that.
My problem was we didn't have any vision in their blue side jungle, and so I wasn't, because in the way it was like an awkward place where it was beyond the river, like right near their little like tri-bush area.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's pushed past the tri-bush area, going to roam isn't that big of a deal. You want to make sure that you have teleport to try and like respond to Trin's counter pressure. But if Trinimir's top and you guys have had the engage that you did, you can just force an objective. Obviously, you can always just rotate back up to stop Trinimir whenever he starts getting further push up. Like, you don't want to give up turrets for free, that's for sure. Like, if you're gonna give up top turret, you want to make sure that you're getting something in exchange, like preferably like mid inner or bot inner. Like, that's fine. But yeah, you don't want to give away stuff for free. When Trinimir starts split pushing like that and you guys can't force an objective, you need to immediately make the call to back off of the objective that you're currently on and just all go gank Trinimir. There's not any real reason not to. And I mean, you probably wouldn't need them all to do it. You could just do it yourself. But you have to be cognizant of where the wave is. And if you don't have the wave pushed at least like past that tri-bush toward their inner turret, then you should probably like go back to your lane and push it more. If you don't have vision of it, you need to ask your jungler to help you ward it. I mean, even like with just by yourself, you can get a pretty comfortable amount of wards with the 2 yellow trinket wards. I rarely upgrade to blue trinket anymore. Like, I'll upgrade to blue trinket if we're behind, but if you're ahead, you definitely want to use yellow trinket.
Okay. Well, I was using the blue trinket so I could get vision. Get vision into their blue jungle, like try to get around like their blue or their tri-bush to see if anyone's coming up. But
yeah, like you want to ward the area, like the intersection between the blue buff, like that little crossroads near blue buff, and then probably near their that bush on the inside of their mid turret, their mid outer turret on the left side. Yeah, and then you can see pretty much anyone that roams up on you. I mean, the difficulty is going to be that they have a twisted fate, right? So that's something you have to be aware of, and like don't get ganked by it. But I mean that's I think you did know Verx then, which was good. Otherwise, Twisted Fate would have been able to get a pretty easy pick on you.
Okay.
Silence.
My bad. I'm inviting people for this next game. I think we're gonna have 2 spots.
What?
I think we'll have 2 spots left.
I'll play again if you need another person.
I'm down to play.
Hawkshark. Hold up. I'm trying to wait. Who all said they wanted to play again?
I will. Me and
Baconator. I think I can take one of you. I think.
I'll play again.
Okay, so Hawkstrike.
What do you need, Grace?
I need someone that's close to bronze 1.
Silver 4.
Silver 5, I win.
I see.
This guy really.
I've never heard anyone brag about.
Do I hear EU Challenger?
Who told me that over your league was like, someone told me it was like plat at one point. No, but he's silver. Damn it.
Can we just like kick Mick Mahone? He's just gonna make that team lose anyways.
Poor guy. He's on a quest to fucking win a League Academy game.
He's lost 6 or 7.
I can't even tell if these teams are balanced. Gold 5, plat 3, plat 2. Dude, Mick Mayhem's almost the same elo as me. How am I supposed to coach him? I should probably go get Diamond. God, that last game I lost, I shouldn't even lost. I'm tilted.
It's because that wind ball didn't stop the TF card that one
time. That was so bullshit. Jesus Christ, dude.
I like how it was posted on the
insane.
Facebook page.
Fucking sixth. Okay, man. Right. Fucking sixth. Alright.
I'll get her.
Fucking so cancer, man.
Cancer man.
Do you really need my computer?
To buy upgrades.
He lived because of it. I went through my one wall. Fuck, I'm watching that video right now, dude.
You lived. You didn't even die because of it.
Doesn't even matter, dude. That was a kill. Holy shit, I'm mad. That's not even the only time that happened either. Alright, so I have room for one person. Alright, so Anarchist and Mick Mayhem should probably be on opposite. Actually, they have Vivaldir. Yep, Bonsai. Shit. This is gonna be hard to balance. Hawkstrike isn't joining, he trolled me.
I'll balance those teams for you.
Okay, we need... Alright. Fuck. Dude, you guys like, I don't know, fucking roll a die or something.
How do I roll a die?
I don't know, man.
Okay, so I rolled.
How many sides?
Alright, you guys pick a number between 1 and 10.
1 and 10.
Yeah.
1.
This is for Ajari and Baconator and Jiminy to join the game.
No, Bacon can have it. I gotta do something.
Well, I'm here too.
Alright, so Bacon and you're about to be Bacon and fucking Bacon and Jiminy. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
5.
Ooh.
Oh, the young fence sitter.
Fuck, I have to go above or below that.
50-50.
6.
Oh, the number was 2. Rest in peace.
Fuck!
Alright, so we're gonna get the young Baconator in here.
But wait, we already have 9 plus me makes 10.
Wait,
I'm sitting in spectate for some reason.
Oh, you are? Oh, never mind. Baconator, I'm a giant fucking troll.
You just gave me like that. You gave me that.
How
about we just replace?
I see how it is. Okay. Play with my emotions that way.
Look, the problem is that Overheat League is bronze 1, and that really stacks team, but I also don't want to kick him because I'd feel like an asshole.
Why don't we just ask him? Did he miss the other one anyways?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you did say, to be fair, on Facebook that it was like bronze, silver first match, and then everyone passed second.
Nox is trying to kick over your league. What an asshole. I think if I put him in a not critical role, like support, or... I mean, even if he's support, like, there's gonna be things that... He says, I don't care. Alright, so we have gold, gold, Crafty Corky's gold, Ubner's gold, Iron Saint is plat. So... Actually, Vivaldir, what elo were you last season?
Gold.
Gold, plat. I feel like that's... I want to say if I just put, like, you in the spot that I'm at, the teams would be fair. But at the same time, I don't think they would be.
Let's see.
Gold 4, gold 5, gold.
Just swap over your league to the other side. Mick Mahone.
Well, yeah, whatever team I make Mahon on, they're gonna lose anyway. So
Yeah.
it stacks.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
You're right.
He's bronze.
You're right.
Basically.
Okay.
Invite Emily Van Camp. If we will dare come to spectator, so they can invite Emily Van Camp.
Okay.
Who's Emily?
I want to say that this is someone, please invite Emily Van Camp. Thank
Mahone
you.
is now the.
Is he not here?
Like, all have invite.
All right, like, give me a space. What's the lobby name?
It's TAM.
I see it. Yeah,
I would, but I can't, Khalil. There he is. Okay.
Wait a second, I need to. One other person's joining.
I'm just gonna fill in my team. So you guys pick whatever you want. Probably best bot lane though.
Iron Saint. Invite Kukalati.
He's already here. Oh, you're talking about Cat.
Is Dirk AFK?
No, I'm trying to add her.
True.
Yeah.
I was like, man, the one person I can count on. JK.
Yeah, I've been here all along. I'm your
JK, he's in it for the long con. Wait, Derek, what role do you mean?
I was wanting to do support today because I'm lazy, but I can really do whatever except mid.
Alright, so if you're gonna play support, that means I have to move. Wait. Fuck. Steve, are these teams balanced?
Totally.
Nubener's like gold, Iron Saint's plat.
Let me see.
What rank was
Plat.
Newbner last season?
Plat, bronze.
No, these teams are not balanced.
No.
But they have a bronze player though.
No, I mean that's not.
Well, the bronze player doesn't matter if every other lane gets stomped.
Well, I mean, I've seen some shit, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I've seen some shit.
You trade the plat 3 for the silver 1.
Alright, we'll do that. Anarchist
And
move over.
And then just whoever the last guy is. Oh wait, it's okay.
As soon as Kook
Wait
hops
for-
to spectators.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so we will there. Go ahead and go. It's Team 1. Alright, this is balanced now.
G3.
Alright, we're good to start.
G4.
Plat, gold, bronze, plat, gold, plat. I don't know if that's balanced, Steve.
Wait, who's plat? It's Iron Saint plat?
Iron Saint's plat.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I think we should.
I feel this is still not that balanced.
Who's new? What
Iron
was
Saint's
noob?
plat.
Nubener's gold.
Gold.
And who?
Well,
What
they're
about
gold, plat. I think
What
that
about-
we should have 2 plat players on Team 1.
You do have 2 plat. Plat 5 and plat 2.
There's 2.
How do we balance this? There's 2 plats on both teams right
Swap a
now.
gold with the silver. Swap
I
a
think
gold
that's
with the
fine,
silver,
yeah.
and I
You
think
need to
we're
switch to
even.
Gold 4 for silver 1.
Wait, so
Yeah.
you want me to go to team 2?
Yeah, Party Taylor and Crafty Corky swap.
Hey, Taylor. It's
Alright,
like the
there you
old
go.
days.
Damn, I'm actually gonna have to watch this game instead of playing it.
Alright, so yeah, you guys can figure out your lane assignments, go to your respective rooms, and
Alright,
go
well.
ahead.
Alright. Who goes? Alright. Okay.
Don't ban Corky, pass. I'm trying to carry.
Well.
The problem is that Anarchist and Irons. Oh, I mean, it's not. I think it's pretty balanced because Anarchist and Iron Saint both like main support.
Yeah.
If you guys are ready, start the game, blocks. So I can YOLO queue. Steve, go ahead and watch this sick VOD, dude. Go ahead and watch that sick VOD, man. Okay, me living, it was a testament to me being a god at that champion, but that's so bullshit.
Where? Oh, this one. Oh, this is the game we lost.
Alright, that's awesome. I went through my one wall.
More like, oh no, I saw this. I saw this. I saw this one. I already saw it. You threw the minion.
So cancer.
That's
Not critical role like support F Kilo. Well.
Cogma ban, I like it. Oh shit, it's my turn at Hearthstone.
Alright, that's awesome. I went through my one wall.
Random baby shake. Shake baby. Love it.
Can I spectate without joining the custom game? Yes.
Oh my god. Sinjao Elise. Oh, the BMSB. Come on, my man.
Oh, the Nasus. Susan.
Oh shit, we're in game. Gragas is good. Should I accept?
Dude, is the McMahon gonna play the young Yasuo? That would be so hot. actually, in this comp. It would be disgusting. It would be the
true.
Was that the crafty Corky on the young Corky? I don't know who the mid laner for purple team is.
We should do Teemo jungle. Ow, sorry.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Oh, that's a lie. Oh, what
the fuck?
Oh, RSA is Dirk?
Yeah. Are they all just getting... What the fuck?
I'm gonna add Dirk. What? Shit.
They don't remember their bands. Sick.
I remember them all. Og, Master, Yi, Poppy. That's it. I don't even remember left teams. Oh, Lisa's band too. Yeah. Good stuff. Oh shit. I hit quit spectating on accident.
Steven, you're an idiot.
Somebody dodge. Ask someone to dodge. Ask someone to dodge, please. Thanks.
Nope.
Please.
Look at my stream.
Please, please. It's really hurting my feelings. Shit.
Good, dude. Good.
Shit. Shit. What a poop, man. Alright, I'm gonna go play Overwatch. See you guys. So let me tell
Both comps are pretty strong right now. Like, pretty fucking strong. Holy shit. Corky, you wanna lock in your pick blocks? Thanks.
oh my god, this is gonna be hilarious.
Scion jungle, what the fuck? Alright, I've seen it all. Talon? I think Talon could quite possibly be the worst possible pick in the situation. Because out of all of the AD mids that you could pick, if you were to pick an AD mid, while an AP mid would probably be the best in the situation. I mean, I guess you have magic damage from Gragas, Malphite, but your usefulness in team fights is going to be non-existent, I feel. I think Zed would be better than Talon because, like, at least you get the shred from Black Cleaver.
Yeah, of course. I agree.
Is this LeBlanc support? It is LeBlanc support. When a man has reached the end of his days and he's tired of losing in League Academy, some say he might play LeBlanc support in an attempt to carry. Alright, so these comps started off really promising, and then they went to complete shit. Not bad. Not bad. Actually, Purple Team's comp is still pretty good. I just realized it's Ken and mid. I'm not a fan of Ken and mid, but I mean, if you can make it work, you can make it work. I think he's gonna get out-pressured by Zed pretty hard early on.
Yeah.
The bot lane. I'm not gonna say that Blue Team's gonna get stomped, but because I've seen some shit, man. So I mean, I think that Red Team's gonna win that pretty handily. But I mean, you never know. The cheese could be next level. Top lane, the Nasus pick was very good. The Malphite good was not good against the Nasus pick. Because I mean, like when you see that the enemy player picks Nasus, you don't want to pick Malphite because you give Nasus a free lane. Like you're never gonna pressure him in a million years. He's gonna walk out of lane at 20 minutes with 500 stacks, and your team's just gonna cry. I question Blue Team's ability to take down like a Nasus, Scion. I mean, they have a LeBlanc, but it's not like LeBlanc is gonna be using her rotation. I mean, I guess they also have Gragas, and he has that percent health bullshit on his W. So I think they might be fine, but I don't know if they have the damage to out damage like Ezreal Kennen. Especially in a full-out team fight. They could, if they had a good support, like maybe a Braum, like someone really beefy, or maybe an Alistar. Alistar would be sick right now. I think Blue Team would have a much stronger chance. And I also think that Blue Team should have like drafted Yasuo if they were gonna run an AD mid. Like it's just so good with their comp. Also, it's really good against Purple Team. I mean, it's actually only good at stopping Ezreal. Poke. So I mean, the one wall wouldn't come out huge, but I mean, Blue Team's comp just facilitates it so much, and the armor shred would be really important for dealing with Nasus and Scion going into the late game. Shit, even a support Lee Sin would be better because at least then he could Dragon's Rage cannon out. I have my doubts about the Scion jungle though. I'm not really feeling it. I don't think that's me. It's questionable. Maybe his clear is actually really good. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be, but his ganks certainly aren't anything to write home about. I mean, who is he going to gank? Like LeBlanc, Lucian, a Scion? You gonna gank? I mean, you could gank Malphite. I think you could only gank Malphite, but I mean, you don't have the most kill pressure in the world with the Nasus. So I don't know. Maybe you just go power farm. Yeah. So predicting mid to win for Blue Team. Predict bot to win for Purple Team. Top is absolutely going to win for Purple Team. And I think Gragas is going to put more pressure than Scion. And before I'm completely wrong.
Alright, I'm in, guys. Ooh. Close one. Oh, I got a black screen. How long until they're in game?
9 seconds.
Okay.
Dude, we need to start practicing for this tournament in Waco.
Yeah, where's our team?
I know, right?
Wait, when's our A&M tournament game?
I think it starts next week. We have to start scheduling.
Alright, fun stuff, dude. That's the hardest part of the tournament.
Did Brady talk to Jarrell?
I don't know. You didn't pay anything yet, right?
For the A&M tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, the A&M tournament doesn't cost anything.
No. Sorry, not for the
Waco? Not yet.
Okay. Because we still need a top laner.
Yeah, no. We really need a top laner.
So I'll be your top laner.
Yeah. Katarina support. Dude, we should practice some fatty Yasuo comps so that we'll never get to play them.
Yeah, like Katarina top. I'll fight jungle. Jungle Scion. Wait, is that actually support LeBlanc?
Yep.
Well, I like bottom teams better more. I dig it. All right. Can we report Iron saying for BM? Are you there?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Minions have spawned.
Alright. Everything looks pretty standard.
Actually, I feel like Malphite should have went Flask instead of Dorn Shield.
Agree.
I think other than that, it's okay. Cannon could have went Cloth Armor, but I think Boost is fine.
I think Cloth Armor would have been much better. He also... Let's see.
Boost lets you trade a lot easier in terms of you get more auto attack harass without being punished as much, but I think Cloth is definitely safer. And you get closer to Seekers faster.
I mean, he's at least running armor in, so it's not too bad.
Actually, what Zed's doing is pretty smart. Putting your shadow to the side, that way it doesn't hit the minion, so it shoves to your side.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's doing it on purpose, but
I mean, it also stops the shuriken damage from getting reduced.
Yeah.
Oh, the young hook. Might be a dead Lucian.
Nice. We're gonna get double, or at least burn another flash. Oh, he could have kept going actually. One flash auto would have been enough. But yeah, that was a really good hit.
Oh, McMahon went LeBlanc support because his 80 carries bronze 1.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, that's something you want to avoid doing on Zed, unless you're absolutely sure you're going to kill Cannon. Like, Cannon gets more value out of his auto attacks than you do, so you don't actually want to trade autos with him.
Yeah, can make sure Cannon just doesn't stand inside the menu wave, otherwise he's gonna get a shove and harass you at the same time. Or push back. I think the Cannon is a Cannon man. His name is Unbolted. I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
Did you play Cannon last time?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, also, like, the Zed throwing his shadow to the side, I mean, the issue with that is that you don't get any shadow slash slow, and so your shurikens are very hit or, when I say hit or miss, like, you'll have a high possibility of just completely whiffing them, and that's where a lot of your trade potential comes from. I mean, this fucking Thresh roam. What? Alright.
There we go.
I've seen it all. I've seen it all, dude. That'd be. Oh my god. Oh, the steal from Scion! Dirty. Dude, I'd be so tilted if I were top right now. I'd be the most tilted. Holy. At least she didn't teleport and then die.
At least Ez can farm pretty safely. But Ez is down 10 CS.
Yeah, Nasus is gonna be going off, man. What is this Thresh, dude? This Thresh, this Cancer. Oh, is this the 1v1? Is this the faded 1v1? Oh, the hook? Oh, bringing in the Kanon. That's gonna be a dead LeBlanc. I would just take the W back and kill him. Oh, that lightning surge, dude.
Thresh dies as well. Poor for support, it's not too bad.
Ezreal is losing to Lucian and CS though.
But he's catching up, he's only 5 down. He was 10 down earlier.
Ezreal also has a really early tier, so it's good for him.
Yeah. Got the early kill, so. Wait, how do you check masteries? I can tell what masteries are running.
OP.gg.
Oh, you can't do it in game? See if he's running
no.
Oh, you're right, okay. Oh.
Oh, auto the minion for the disrespect.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, this might be that Lucian. Rip Lucian.
Nice. Good guy Thresh letting
Oh, the barrel! Oh, so close.
What was that doing in the bush? Oh, he's calling it pink.
Dude, pink high priority.
I did get the flash out of Cannon at least, so that's good.
Our team has a big lead. Ezreal up 760 gold. Holy shit.
2-0. Gragas needs to make his way back mid again after he burned Cannon's flash. Right here, I think Zed could have just took the other shot.
Yeah, if he just like WQ'd and then Lucian, auto would be dead. Dead Cannon.
Yeah.
Gotta not be so greedy with these Qs. Really greedy with Qs. If they're not slowed, you probably shouldn't bother like trying to land a shuriken. It's a waste of energy. I mean, people just throw energy around like it's fucking unlimited when they're playing Zed and mid lane, but you really shouldn't. The more experienced laners will pressure you by pushing the wave on you, and then you have to use energy to clear the wave.
Oh, this Nest is gonna get pretty big though.
Oh, he's gonna be a big man.
60 CS already, and I'm almost double, and then let's see how many stacks does he have?
126 at 8 minutes. Oh man.
Personally, I would have gone Glacial Shield first for the cooldown and faster Q stacks. But if you're looking to fight, then Sheen is fine.
Oh my goodness, what are these hooks, man? Oh, but Ezreal was not ready to commit. Is he gonna live? No. I know Lloyd's made sure that.
Okay, I don't know if this Lucian's bronze. He's playing pretty well for bronze. But...
Oh, just the big dog going down. The ult may have been excessive.
Oh.
The juke.
Almost,
Juke master.
almost hit something.
The juke master, dude. Oh, he's fucking him up. Holy hell.
You get a slow maybe on E?
I would avoid switching I would avoid switching with your shadow like that so aggressively against someone like Kennen. It's just not. It doesn't really give you much value. And it puts you at a really big risk.
Well, now that Kennen doesn't have ult anymore.
Rest in peace, Kennen. Oh, just getting stunned under turret, rip.
Well played. Very well played. Oh, good burst like Ezreal. Wait, post 6, Ezreal, if you get hit by its ultimate without it passing through any minions, it's quite a lot of damage. Even without, you know, a lot of items.
Run, my boy. Lee. Oh, rest in peace.
Oh, never face check when you know somebody is there. It's a really good thrush lantern.
Did you Yoshi Q? Oh, it doesn't matter. The auto.
Yeah. So in that situation, definitely just auto instead of Q, because you can't risk, or it's better to not take a risk about missing the Q than just getting free damage. Oh, almost got the... Oh, flash, for flash. Did he go Borg? Okay, would you go Borg in the situation, or would you go Hex Shrinker?
I would go Hex Shrinker first for sure. Hex Shrinker's a much better buy. Honestly, I really wouldn't build. I wouldn't build Blade of the Ruined King anymore on Zed. I mean, it's okay because it gives you a lot of sticking potential. Yeah, you still got you choose between Yumu's Maw, and I guess if you're up that circle, you could go with Duskblade, but I wouldn't go Duskblade. I would just like go with Yumu's Maw, and then you can build Cleaver.
Yeah.
I mean, Blade isn't awful. It's just flat armor pen's generally better.
Oh no, they should fight this actually. They can definitely fight this. Kennen has ultimate, but they have to.
Need Zed. What you doing, Zed?
Kennen's gonna die here, but I think they should be able to turn this around. Oh, where's Nasus? Nasus, you just stop farming.
He's in farming. All right, Lucian, you don't want to 1v1 that Ezreal, man. Not a good look. Oh, that was a good interrupt. That was a really good interrupt. Oh my god, so close. Oh, the Q.
For auto?
Yep,
nice.
the Q.
Yeah, top lane should have came out earlier. And if knowing top lane didn't come, they should have not picked the fight. I was. Oh,
that damage out of this Gragas, man. Jesus. What
Oh,
the
is that
fuck?
Runic Gragas?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's Runic.
It's fucking gross.
You should try Devour Gragas. No, I'm just playing Double Shot Devour Gragas. And Arceus does like to roam mid. I think it's okay once you know that your top laner is, or top 80k is quite far ahead.
Oh, he's dead as fuck. I should. Yeah, there you go. The juke.
Taking the tower right there.
Oh, that a boy.
Oh, it's just turn around.
E can E. Jarvis E. Oh, he's oh shit! Is that the boy? Oh, this is the boy who lived, but they're gonna pick up 3 kills for that.
Oh, that
just
dodge.
kidding.
That was a really good dodge right there on the body slam. Alright, go back to the bottom. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, Mr. Shuriken. Oh.
Oh, Zed dodge it. Zed no. Zed no.
Oh, that.
Oh shit. Oh man, that was a fun duel to watch. So I mean, obviously there's a really big mismatch in bot lane, but I mean, the team's making the best of it. We got some pressure on this.
Ahead.
Yeah.
There were quite a bit of kills right there.
Took a few turret shots there.
I think Nasus should be going for Iceborne Gauntlet instead of Triforce. I think Iceborne to Spirit Visage is probably your best bet, considering they have quite a bit of mixed damage. And then you going offensive on Nasus really early makes them really easy to kill. So it's easy to gank, which is what they're doing. But I think he's still farming. Let's see how much is that. 240. Yeah, okay, he's still farming, but it would have been a little bit smarter to go tanky early.
That is so many Q stacks.
Yeah. But the thing is, Malphite's actually doing damage right now. Like,
yeah. Oh, you missed a Gragas car. That's alright. Say okay.
That's too much though.
Nasus is opening up the fucking food shelter.
The problem is that what do you call it? This guy is extremely far ahead.
Yeah.
And he got Lich Bane already. He already. Oh man.
That's gonna be some bad damage.
Yeah, that's the thing is right now. Whenever you have this, when you're building that way, you want to go for picks instead of team fight. Because when you team fight, and you get caught or get hooked, you're dead instantly. Because you're not tanky at all. So what you should keep doing just keep ganking that Nasus or keep ganking bot lane or whatever he's been doing.
He's ambitious. I think he's got it.
Yeah, now Malphite doesn't have ult anymore. One more Q. Oh, I don't know if that was needed. I think the flash was.
If he had mana, I could have seen the merit in it.
Yeah.
If he had mana, but
I think he could have flashed away, honestly.
Yeah.
The Kenneth's E was down, and then he just used his stun procs. But it was good. It was a good try, I guess. What blue team needs to be doing is going for a dragon or shoving mid. There's no point of going top lane after they're already rotated. Oh, here's QSS already? Oh, interesting. Holy moly, that Greg is just an insane amount of damage, like, no. Oh my god.
And that just absorbs no damage.
What? That's actually that's the first time I've ever seen AP Gragas, or like since the changes and everything. That's insane. No, I feel like once Gragas goes like Abyssal or like gets like a hybrid tanky items, it'd be pretty unstoppable.
This Q does 310 damage.
Who?
Gragas. W 8% max health plus 66. E does 380 damage. Holy shit, his E does a lot of damage.
Yeah. Is he maxing it first or second?
He's
maxing it last, right?
He's max Q then E.
Okay. Oh, he's maxing Q to E, not W?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I can see that because now you basically just use your W for your wave clear because W is AoE now instead of single target. Oh, I think they could have hooked that.
Yo, that Nasus almost like straight one-shot him.
Yeah. Basically, Nasus is doing the same thing. Nasus can't really team fight unless you have a numbers advantage. Because you don't want to get picked off, but he does quite a bit of damage. Like despite being 0-6. Oh,
Revolution.
Oh, Zed lives and might be able to get the kill. Oh, oh man, that would have been dirty if he somehow lived.
First Herald has returned to the void. That might be a little ambitious to long.
Yeah. They're just playing really well, actually. I don't know if I'd like that early QSS, considering you're too squishy. So unless you dodge everything, I don't know. Even if you get hit by everything, then. Actually, Gragas has the most CS on their team.
Jesus.
So does a new item build us right at Dirk?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going
Dirk via sword.
He's going that the first item then.
Honestly, I would have just finished. I mean, going Bilgewater and then building a primary item used to be a thing, but I don't think Bilgewater's so expensive now that I don't think it's really worth it.
Yeah. Oh, and that's that ant.
I might get the kill on cannon. Yep.
Yeah.
Exhaust was a little early.
Yes.
Yeah, blue team really needs to get some turrets down. I mean, even though they only have one turret, they are even in gold. Which is actually super surprising. It's mainly because Gragas is out farming the Silence so hard.
But Nasus out farming. Okay, well, actually, no, not as hard, but. Yeah, I think blue team's only even because of CS. Because red team has 3 towers.
Yeah, LeBlanc also has 40 CS, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Or 58, 40 more CS. We really need to pressure this mid turret down. Just group us 5 and do it. It's not like Kennen has the most wave player in the world. Well, actually, the only wave clear that red team has is cannon ult. Not cannon ult, Yezreal ult. Good calling.
Oh! Okay. That works. Yeah, shoving mid right now is the right call because they're both their damage and their engage is dead. You guys watch the block on the side. Oh, good hook on Obong. Oh, if only the Q was there. No. Yeah, there we go. The Wind Dragon coming up. Do I have the timer?
I zoned out. I don't know, actually. Can't see.
Oh, Dragon's up at 120. Oh. And there's a Zanya. We're gonna pick Lucian off right now. Oh, okay. Oh, that flash E was pretty ambitious.
Alright. Dude, this fucking... Holy. This Gragas' damage just blows my mind every time. Can't wrap my head around it.
What time are you on the spectate?
26:05.
Okay. Actually, I think Gragas might be able to. I think Ness might be able to win. Unless. Oh, his ult's down, actually. Maybe not.
How many stacks in Ness now? 450.
Something.
Thanks.
That's actually quite a bit. Oh, couldn't. I'm gonna hit the top soon. SSTP.
Malphite's been working on that turret for a while, dude.
I mean, I still have TP though. I don't know. I have to be careful doing this. They don't have a jungler. Oh, which one? Jungler is the one chasing the other jungler. I guess no team needs to might.
I think he's gonna catch him.
Actually. Cannon, I think that was a preemptive ult right there. Oh, that hook! Actually, how do you know that was there?
That's a good question. That was actually insane.
Social wars.
Dude,
Yeah.
Red team is chasing a little too hard, dude.
Yeah.
By a little too hard, I mean way too hard. They lost 2 turrets off that.
Oh, good hook. SF Med that has no ult or W. Should be. Oh, almost. Oh, good hook. And Malphite is still going top. Oh no. Oh, is he gonna get
damage,
it? No.
dude.
Holy moly.
Oh my god. Gragas is huge.
NASA could just go straight MR and be okay this game.
I know, Lucian's starting to get back in it.
Oh, they got a tower release. Oh!
They're just gonna solo kill. Not fight.
Oh, because the bomb
Oh, rip. Oh my god.
The chain almost landed. Oh! Oh! There goes. There goes.
Goes the Ezreal. Rip Ezreal.
Well, what yellow is this? Is this Gragas?
Plot 5.
Wait, which one's the plot 2 then?
Bull Blanc.
Oh.
Lucian getting that young push on the bot lane.
Yeah, blues rotations are a lot better than reds. So they're split pushing them to death, basically. But also winning the team fights at the same time, so. Yeah, blue should start moving their wards up to red jungle. And then slowly, basically, suffocate red of their resources. So they basically can't go to their own jungle without...
Oh my god!
Well, yeah,
oh my god!
I think the ultimate wasn't even needed because after that Q, he was at 100 HP. I think one auto might have been okay, but that definitely looked good.
You didn't want him to flash away, man.
Yeah.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Christian has had some questionable positioning. He has like decent trading understanding. It's just his positioning's really way too aggressive sometimes. But I mean, he's understanding how to fit in with the rest of his team and like be effective even though he's really far behind.
Ooh,
Oh, that's what they needed.
That was a really good hook. Good Zanyas. They could do Baron right here, actually. They should do Baron. I think Kennen can back. Is okay to back. But the rest of them should start Baron, which are exactly what they're doing, which is perfect. And then Kennen should be able to home guards back. There we go. The Banshee's Veil and Spare Visage. Exactly what he needs.
He also has 603 stacks.
Yeah. The only thing I would change on blue team's team is, or not blue, is it blue team? Red team, sorry, red teams. Is instead of silent jungle, more of an initiate jungler, because it's hard to send somebody in, like it's hard to send Kennen in, and then have him get blown up instantly without too much follow up. Like there's not that much AOE besides maybe silent.
Oh, the old bush count, boys.
Oh. Oh, the flash ultimate. That was pretty quick, actually. That was good. And NASA's getting top down, which is perfect. So they will lose a dragon for this. But first dragon, they're bound to get dragon anyways. Oh, that's not the best.
Oh, the Gragas got blown up.
Thrush caught Gragas with the lantern, or not with the lantern, with the hook. Right whenever Gragas body slammed in. And they get a hit. Oh, this is really big. Are they in? Actually, he might be able to in. They play it well. They can get mid to hip, I think, for this. Yeah, I think mid to hip. Yeah, I think this might be over soon. They should be able to get at least one Nexus tower. If not, in the game.
And that's the too much damage with this Qs.
Yeah. Well, that was it.
NASA's ended with 666 stacks. Literally. Oh. Literally the double. Alright. Alright, what thing are you getting, Steve?
Give me the red team.
I'll take the winning team.
Oh, that's my team. Get out of here.
You didn't even watch it, Jotty.
I watched like 2 minutes of it, so I know enough.
Wait, they're on the same lobby again.
Dude, I freaking cried.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Hey.
Let's see. Huh.
Full AP Gragas. Let's start with that.
My tiers were fully stacked in top.
Is that normal? Is that what you normally do?
No, you usually go straight tank, but apparently Bonsai just says fuck it, full AP. I mean, obviously, you guys saw where it bit you in the ass at the end when he exploded. But I mean, early to mid game, it was
Kennen right before I body slammed.
Early to mid game, it was perfectly fine.
Was right there.
Dude, I was prepping for your body slams. That's why I altered.
I think honestly, I think Malphite should have been grouped a lot more often. I'm not sure where Malphite was towards the mid to late game. I think he was split pushing, but I feel like having Malphite split push is not your best bet. Like you utilize his ult, that way Gragas doesn't blow up and gets his full combo off.
Yeah, especially if you're running like full AP Gragas, he's not very good in team fights. Like once your burst is gone,
you're vulnerable and you're in the front lines basically.
Yeah.
Like definitely it can work, but if you look at your team composition, is it the best idea? To just kind of continuously evaluate what's good for your team.
I mean, obviously, there is a bit of an elo mismatch in the bot lane.
Why was I support, please?
I mean, honestly, that was up to you guys. I mean, I probably would have had over your league support, but I mean, I think he learned a lot from it. I mean, like, your trading wasn't that bad, honestly. You were trading pretty well. You were playing decently. It's just, when you start falling behind, you have to know when to stop, like, trying to fight and trying to trade. Because, I mean, like, because that's what amassed a really big lead for them. Like, it sucked eventually because you were kind of getting dove, but at the same time, I think if you had like played a positional, I mean, positioning is I think is your biggest problem. You trade fairly well, but you position way too aggressively, or you try to secure kills that you probably shouldn't try to secure. So like even if you kill someone, and if you trade the kill 1-for-1, I mean the only situation in which that is a plus for you is if the wave is pushing toward them and they like miss 1 or 2 waves of experience. But if you do that consistently, that ends up just snowballing your lane to where like you could presumably both be fed, but whoever uses that lead best ends up winning. But since you're playing against Ezreal, it's not really in your best interest to trade 1-for-1 all the time. I mean, even that, and then obviously they started like getting a pretty big lead. I think that Gragas was smart to constantly gank the Nasus. I think Nasus overextended like what is that? 8 too many times.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, holy
So are
crap.
you playing one more game after this?
I know that's probably it.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, like, when you're playing, I mean, typically you don't want to pick Malphite and a Nasus anyway. Like, if you see a Nasus pick, you don't want to pick Malphite unless you're like, there's something very specific in your comp that utilizes it. Because otherwise, you literally give Nasus a free lane. I mean, Gragas did the best he could to stop that from happening. But I mean, Nasus' stacks obviously still got rolling because he ended the game with 666 stacks.
Oh wow. Plan, calculated.
Yeah, so I mean also Nasus, your build is really bold. I mean, I think if you built Frozen Gauntlet into Spirit Visage, that would probably been a lot easier for you not getting blown up in team fights. But
Holy crap.
that ended up being like bad for you to get what's it called? You got blown up really often.
Yeah, I got annihilated the first 20 minutes.
Or I mean, obviously LeBlanc was in a lane she didn't think she could win. Like I think it was decent to match Thresh's. I mean, even if you don't think your AD carry is very good, playing a support that had a little more utility. I mean, unless you get super like far ahead as LeBlanc support, you're not gonna be particularly effective. And I mean, you could say that I might carry from this role, but at the same time, as it goes into late game, you run into the same problem that mid lane LeBlanc runs into, which is like it's hard to find picks on people, especially a comp like theirs. Like it's really hard to get to any of their carries that are squishy to kill them.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously there's an elo mismatch, but at the same time, I think if you had more utility, I mean, also like with Zed in mid lane, I would definitely have gone Hex Shrinker first in this, like Maw first in this game. I really don't like Duskblade on Zed. I mean, some people do build it, that's fine. You used to go Bilge Water into some like primary item, but I don't think that's very great right now. I would just build like Maw and then Yumu's, and then go into Cleaver. Also, you were swapping with your Shadow a lot when you were trading with him. I don't think you should swap with your Shadow because it doesn't really benefit you.
I didn't swap with my Shadow very often. I used it like
trades?
3 times when I was going all in. Yeah, I usually just Shadow Q and call
I mean,
it
you
a
should
day.
definitely Shadow EQ. Like if you throw out your Qs like really greedy. Like if you shouldn't really Shadow Shuriken unless they're slowed. I mean, unless you're like really convinced that you're gonna hit them with it, because even though energy like is more like comes back more than mana does, you should still use it as a like important resource. You could be using it to shove the wave when you miss shurikens like that. Let's see. Gragas, I mean, you had a fantastic game up until those late game team fights. Like those last few team fights kind of screwed you. I mean, I honestly at some point I would probably transition from building like straight damage like you were to building something more defensive. You're like, I think in the mid game it was fine because since you were so far ahead that bursting them out was a really good call. But if Malphite wasn't going to be grouping with you guys, what if you needed to be like slightly tanky to where you could at least survive the initial burst? But I mean, the way that you guys would have won that game is what you guys were doing, which is like being more effective at rotating than they were. Which red team, you guys like could probably have a lot to learn from that. You guys like overchased so many kills so much, and there wasn't really any reason to. You really should have just taken Ezreal and like grouped as 5 and shoved up one lane instead of letting them like run you around the map in circles, because that extended the game longer than it needed to be, and it also gave them a bit of a gold lead at one point. Ezreal had really good positioning all around. I don't have much. I mean, when you're in a matchup where you're obviously like your favorite, it's hard to find out what you're doing wrong. You built QSS really early. I don't know if I would have built that early because you're still really squishy anyway. And like even if you QSS Deathmark, like typically he would kill you anyway. But Zed's build path was kind of awkward, and so it didn't actually, like, he didn't have the damage to kill you despite you having QSS. I mean, you could invest in in more damage. I mean, when you get since you built it right, did you build it before or after Iceborne?
After.
I mean, actually, that's not bad. I mean, Steven didn't like it. I don't think it was bad, but you weren't.
I don't prefer. Yeah, I prefer you not building QSS that early in the game. When you're ahead, you want to further that lead and push. If you want to go defensive, you could have gone. Actually, don't go defensive. I think you should finish your Murmana and then go for either Hex Shrinker or Bloodthirster, and then maybe QSS at that point. But when you just have Iceborne Gauntlet as your only source of damage, you actually have no AD. Like Iceborne doesn't give you any AD besides your active. So in most cases, you should have done what's it called? You should have gone with Murmana and then QSS. But
okay.
But I mean that's a personal preference for me. I think that's a better choice.
Yeah. What else? Oh, Kennen, you played pretty well actually. You did a good job about like being able to stun Zed under turret. I mean, I think that was kind of Zed not respecting Kennen's passive also. But one thing with your comp is that, I mean, I think you probably play Kennen into pretty much everything. But when you play Kennen into a comp like this, when you don't have a reliable source of engage, it's kind of hard to just like lightning rush in and hit your ultimate because you're really squished and you get blown up really easy. So you notice in other early team fights before you guys started getting picking Gragas, you were just getting blown up immediately when you entered the fight. And I mean, that's a consequence of your comp. If you're playing a comp like this, you should probably wait until your team is like in the fight and like Sion has ulted in, and then try to flank with your ult instead of running straight at them. Because that was actually costing you guys a lot with because when Gragas displaces you with his barrel and then E's you, like you can't Zhonya's doing that, so you just ended up dying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's something I would work on for sure. You played the lane pretty well though. I mean, you could a safer buy for early game other than Boots 5 is you could also do Cloth 5. I mean, you can auto more with Boots 5, but if Zed were landing abilities more effectively, I think you'd have gotten punished for starting Boots really hard. Plus, it also lets you build into Zhonya's much quicker, or at least Seekers. Like you should finish at least Seekers, and then you can invest in some Boots.
All right.
I was curious. So wait, did Gragas ever build Zhonya's? Or no?
He got it at the very end. It looks like.
Oh,
yeah.
I think instead of going after I wouldn't have suggested Lichbane. I think if you were gonna go AP, I feel like going Abyssal into Zhonya's was probably a better transition to mid to late game. That way you can do your burst in Zhonya's right away. But I think Lichbane. I mean, I think he did. You utilized it well considering you ganked a lot more, or like you ganked a lot and. I guess utilize the single target, but for future, I think if you're gonna play seriously, and I actually use that build, I think Abyssal slash Zhonya's would have been a better rush. But I think Lichbane was. I mean, Lichbane was. I guess it was okay in this situation.
I just got here, but if I was going full AP Gragas jungle, I probably would have gone Roa after I got my runic. Just saying, because that would have gone into late game a little bit better.
I think Roa is, I think Roa is fine.
Not bad. I mean, they used to be the standard build on Nilly, so I mean it's fine. I mean,
what did he build second, Lichbane?
Yeah.
He built Lichbane.
I mean, it ended up working out because he was so far ahead. If he weren't so far ahead, it would not nearly been as effective.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, then that's probably good to go Lichbane second if you get really far ahead.
I mean, also, I mean, it's gonna sound like a parent coming from me, but I think Blue Team, if they had like a Yasuo pick, and like the problem with picking Zed into like two frontliners like Nasus Sion is that if you're gonna it's good to diversify your damage, but Zed can't really burn through Nasus Sion, and on top of that, if you Deathmark Ezreal can just Arcane Shift away, like as long as he cues his Arcane Shift after Deathmark animation, and like you can't since Kennen is gonna rush Zhonya's anyway. Zed's not super effective against Kennen. And then you guys just had.
He counterpicked Zed.
He picked after you
to Zed.
Alright. Well, I mean, I think Zed still wins that matchup pretty handily. But I mean, with respect to your comp, if your comp has really beefy frontliners, and unless you know that there's a priority target you can kill on Zed, I mean, he's really strong right now. But unless you know there's a target that you can stick on, then it's probably better to. I mean, even going like an AP carry in this situation probably would have been better, like maybe a control mage. But I mean, playing into Scion Nasus fresh, it's
I was
hard.
contemplating going like Vel'Koz or Xerath, but
yeah, because you would have had a really beefy front line.
I need to use hand soap.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys have any other questions?
Hey,
So was that the last game?
Yeah.
I don't really jungle that much, so I kind of didn't do much, but like I don't know anything.
Oh, okay. So that's Sion talking. So I mean, first of all, I don't think Sion's a good jungle pick at all. Because I mean, like when you're picking a jungler, you need to determine what you're bringing to the table. Like, are you gonna have really good ganks, or are you gonna scale really well, or are you gonna have really good objective control? Who's going ham on their keyboard? Holy
Jesus
shit!
Christ! Holy fuck! That's Austin. I know it's you, Austin.
What's it called? But if you so what does Sion bring to the table? If you pick up, like, he doesn't. I mean, he scales well, but he just gets tankier. He doesn't really offer any damage. So I mean, but then when you look at from the perspective of ganking, he doesn't really have any ganking pressure at all. Like, your best CC is your Q, which takes a while to charge, and you're not ever going to be in a situation where you walk up for a gank, like you just kind of waddle up to them and charge your Q. Like, no one's going to sit there and watch you do that. And then, like, his objective control is almost non-existent because he has no real damage. He has no real damage, and he doesn't have like a strong early game. So whenever you're picking, so like if I pick someone like Lee Sin, I mean Lee Sin's actually a niche situation. Let's say someone like Nunu. So Nunu gives you like really good objective control, and so you can focus your jungle around not necessarily ganking, but just applying pressure by taking buffs. I had to move him. Okay. Between taking buffs, securing dragons, forcing turrets down, that kind of thing. If you're playing Lee Sin, you can focus on
in-house team too.
You bring like high damage, so you can just like walk in and go to your high CC lanes and gank them. But if you're playing a high CC the problem is that Sion isn't even high CC. He's just like has some CC. You should look for someone that does like one of those three areas well. Like, if you think of any meta jungler, there's at least one of those things that they do really well. And if you don't really bring any of those things at all, you probably shouldn't pick them as a jungler. I mean, obviously, if you don't jungle a lot, that's probably not something you know, but, well, now you know that's how you should choose your jungler.
Okay, I just picked him because I usually play him top, and so
alright. Yeah, I mean, like, there's Nidalee, I mean, like, top tier junglers right now, I'd say, like, Nidalee, Elise, probably Gragas now, actually, Udyr. I think Master Yi is really fucking strong, especially in solo queue.
I was gonna do Nidalee, but we had we only had Nasus for frontline. He was split pushing most of the time.
Like, having one frontline champion is not. Wait, you agree with what pick?
I agree with that logic. Having Nasus being the only frontline, we have only frontline without that much CC. They body Nasus over and over. Like, I think it's better to have having a Sion.
Yeah. So I mean, in that situation, someone like who would have been? I mean, honestly, Nunu would have been a really good pick here. You don't really have anyone that you can attack speed buff, but your zone control between Nunu and Kennen is really good. That plus the box with the slows. You could also go Rek'Sai would have been a good pick here. Probably not Elise, probably not Nidalee. I mean, actually, Lee Sin would have been not bad at all, especially dealing with the Zed and the Gragas. And you probably would have been able to out pressure Gragas early on too. So I mean, as you pick up more junglers, those are just things to be aware of. I think your logic for why you wanted, like Steven said, for why you wanted another tanky person up front when you have like. But I mean, at the same time, even though I say that even though only having Nasus kind of sucks, but I mean, you didn't really have a comp that absolutely needed a front line, because Ezreal can just kite back forever, and like at that point, if they engage on you, you have Threshbox and you have Nasus to stand there. You really needed someone that could kind of engage, I guess. So, I don't know. That's just something to keep in mind. I mean, I know where you're going with the Sion pick, but since he can't do any of those three things I mentioned very well, he ends up like underperforming.
Okay.
Also, I mean, I don't know if it's a consequence if you're not farming enough or a consequence of Gragas having insane clear speed, but you definitely want to farm your jungle a lot more. Yeah, if you're not ganking, you should be just like completely emptying your jungle. And if even when you are ganking, like in between ganking lanes, you should really go to your jungle creeps and clear them out. You should be within like a level of your solo laners.
Yeah. Hey, when is the best time for your like first back? Because I mean, I cleared really well first. I was full health pretty much the entire time, so I didn't back until I had like 2K.
Oh, normally you don't want to do it, especially if you're not a gank heavy jungler where you can't utilize you being on the field. If you're farming like that, you want to back after your first full clear. That way you can buy and clear faster next time, and that way and then whenever you do gank, you'll be a little bit stronger. But
generally for first back, you want to be able to afford your first jungle item, or if not your first jungle item, if you're playing someone like say Gragas. You want to be able to afford Hunter's Potion. So it's okay to like clear 2 camps, get level 3, back, get Hunter's Potion, and then just like clear the rest of your jungle. If you're playing a more aggressive, I mean pretty much every jungler, if you back, you want to buy something meaningful with it. So that's either like Hunter's Potion or it's your first jungle item at 650 gold.
Yeah.
Other than that, you don't really want to back unless you absolutely have to. Typically, if your jungler can't clear to where they get 650 gold first back, they're probably a jungler that you want to buy Hunter's Potion on. And that's like you start the machete or the mana item, refillable potion, and then you just back at 250 gold. You just do 2 camps, buy your Hunter's Potion, and then just start clearing.
Okay. So I should have just done 1 clear, then backed, got my jungle item.
Especially if you're not gonna gank.
Yeah, especially if you're not ganking. And like the jungle item also gives you more experience for killing jungle creeps, so that's important.
All right.
But yeah, if you prefer farming and
all right, stream.
I guess not
that's gonna be it for today.
Definitely play more skill heavy jungle.
Thanks for watching. We'll do the same thing next week. I'll have the bot up, and
if you get
probably
away with
by the end of tonight. I hope.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
most of the
catch you
lanes
guys
were
later.
pushed. Like I went top twice.